What is up, YouTube? I am Cosmic Fro, today I am back with another Mortal Kombat 1 video for you guys today. Now, I know it's been 2 weeks since I've posted a video or really updated you guys on anything, and, my life is a busy life. There's a lot of different things going on at the moment, and I've just been stressed, and I needed a little bit of a break just to get my priorities straight, right? And, focus elsewhere for a bit. But I do want to update you guys. I do plan to post a video every 2 to 3 days going forward. If I do need to take a break, I'll let you guys know and communicate it better. But we're here for the video. So let's talk about Mortal Kombat 1, how it's shaping up. We're going to talk about the meta as it has been evolving. I did a meta predictions video a little bit ago, and it's sort of shaping up how I imagined it to be. But we're going to talk about what's actually going on, right? Not just predictions. We're going to talk about how it's evolving and just some of the interesting things, right? So let's talk about the meta for a second as it has evolved. There's a lot of different things going on, a lot of different areas that are expanding. When the first game released, a lot of people went straight to offense, as you do with most fighting game titles. You're going to find what's strong on offense, what's going to enforce your game plan, and you're going to find the strongest way to end your opponent, right? So a lot of people, they gravitated to Baraka Cyrax, Raiden Cyrax, characters with unrelenting pressure, right? Just able to keep you in there, as a lot of people don't really lab the defensive options first. They lab the offense. They lab what is going to kill my opponent. Now, as we're seeing the meta evolve, we're starting to see the more defensive options for characters. We're starting to see Sub-Zero. We're starting to see Rain. We're starting to see Katana. We're starting to see these characters that are able to deal with these high pressure characters, and cameos that complement them as well. Sub-Zero cameo in particular is really good at nullifying, projectiles. So if somebody has a zoning game, Sub-Zero is probably the best cameo you could ask for. You slap Sub-Zero on Kenshi and nobody can stop you. You land the hit with Kenshi, you just go straight to Sub-Zero with the forward cameo for the freeze, and then you have your clone up. Or if you want to keep them out, or wait till they come in, you can just throw on the Sub-Zero armor and then hope your normal lands, right? So really, really good defensive cameo in Sub-Zero. Another really good defensive cameo, Striker. Striker is able to keep you safe while you're, applying pressure. He's able to check them mid-screen and close to full screen with those grenades. Apply a zoning game. Keep them sort of on their toes about when Striker is going to come out because it is an ambush, right? So you're able to keep space with Striker and, not have to stand still and throw a projectile when Striker can just do it for you, right? So you can advance or get away in different ways with Striker. So really good at covering you is what Striker is. As those grenades are mids, right? So very, very good. Now, strong offensive cameos, I would say Cyrax, Goro, Kano, Sector. We have a lot of good offensive cameos. Serena is a mix, I would say. Serena, you have to hit confirm to get the damage, because if you just throw out the size at high level play, you're going to get countered. People are finding the counter play for the double Serena side. There's a gap in between the two. You can do certain special moves to get around the size, right? So, or the sickles, I should say. So there's counterplay to Serena. She was really strong that first week, but people are starting to find, how to counter that. People are starting to use Serena in different ways now too. They're starting to use the single projectile, make them think, it's the double. People are starting to use the ambush that Serena has with the meter drain. So we're starting to see some more from Serena. Darius, really good at enforcing mix with Reptile, and Reiko in particular is really good with that kick. Resets his command grab and is able to give Reiko 60%. We've all seen it. So very, very good. Cyrax is the bane of the game right now. A lot of people aren't sure how to deal with Cyrax, and it is really hard to deal with Cyrax in some situations. You're able to flawless block strings before Cyrax to mitigate the chip damage, but that doesn't stop the pressure or the throw mind game that is enforced after Cyrax hits. With Johnny, for instance, Johnny is able to keep plus frames forever I had the opportunity to play King Gambler's Johnny Cage. Shouts out to King Gambler for the games. But we played 15 to 20 games, and I don't think I took a single game off of his Johnny and Cyrax. Um, Realistically, it was really, really tough to get in on Johnny and Cyrax with smoke. It was hard to challenge. So many staggers, so many different ways to cover yourself. Whenever you think there's a gap or you think they messed up, they have meter burn parry to full combo you, and then all the while Cyrax is regenerating, so able to keep himself covered uh, until eventually he lands the hit through staggers, right? His plus frames and his stagger game. So really, 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 really strong assist Cyrax with Johnny Cage. I would say that's probably the best combination for Cyrax at the moment. Another odd combination we saw from Sonic a few days ago was actually Cyrax with Rain. I think we saw this from other pro players before Sonic sort of investigated it, and I couldn't name them for you. I apologize, but I saw on Sonic's stream he was playing it, and Rain with Cyrax is kind of interesting, right? It's kind of cool. Rain, we're starting to notice how his defensive play works. His forward 3 apparently is able to cancel into a throw. So there's some crazy mix there that we didn't even know about. So the game is still evolving. We're still coming to grips with all of the different things that are going on. Sub-Zero, if you use Kung Lao with Sub-Zero, use Striker with Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is one of the best defensive characters in the game. It's just it's hard to enforce it with the gaps sometimes. But with cameos, right, you're able to keep yourself covered with that. He's got a really strong projectile. He's got ice ball, he's got ice charge, right? And then he has slide. So he's able to enforce a full screen game that other characters just can't. Katana can do it, but hers is a high. Sub-Zero's little ice charge is a mid. So he's a really good zoner in a way, right? And people are discovering this as the game is going. Shao Kahn's starting to get explored too. We're seeing players like MF Slayer, the other Shao players, the coldest, I can't remember his name, but we're seeing Shao players figure it out, and that makes me happy because I love Shao Kahn. But initially he was dookie, he was really stubby normals, but if you're using certain assists, right, you're able to maybe get in there like you want to with Shao. So yeah, Havoc's been winning majors. Havoc's really strong. His projectile game is really strong. Really good damage. He's got a meterless, like 4 hitting armor move or something like that. I'm not sure how the damage works on it because sometimes it seems to do more damage. I think the more you hit him while the armor is active, the more damage it does. I could be wrong, but very strong. Very, very strong character in Havoc. Overall, guys, these are just my initial thoughts. I think the meta, we're still coming to grips with it. We still have these defensive characters on the rise, and I'm starting to see how things could get very interesting in the future. We have the combat pack with 5 more cameos on the way, and we still haven't even explored the 16 that we currently have, and plus Shujinko, right? Shujinko can use every character on the roster to his ability. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. This is gonna take months. This is gonna take maybe years to fully grasp even just this base roster and the 16 cameos. We're never gonna figure it out because we're gonna have new cameos all the time. There's gonna be constant probably little patches here and there, I'd imagine, but I think NetherRealm should let the meta evolve, let the meta keep going. Don't be too hasty with the patches yet. People are still figuring it out. With smoke in particular, I'll just show you guys. Now one of the things I've been seeing with top players and using smoke, right? I'm a smoke player, so I can speak for smoke on the highest level. A lot of players will just go for max damage. They'll do their B&B, right? And they'll finish the combo. They'll go for 1-1-2. They'll finish it. What smoke can do that, I didn't know. I wasn't aware that his he has the cancel on the ground with his teleport that he can do. And you can do weird stuff. You can make him think you're gonna teleport, right? And like have a cool shimmy game like that. But he's also able to cancel this teleport from the air. And this puts him on the other side of the opponent. So let me just show you an example of what you can do with Kano. You could end up on that side, right? If you're playing the game with an ambush assist, you can cover yourself, you know, from the other side. In particular with Kano Ball. Right? Those are Kano knives, but Kano Ball, you can actually hold it. So yeah, guys, the meta is still evolving. We're still coming to terms with everything that the game has to offer. We're starting to figure out more characters, defensive options, etc. Right? The meta is constantly shifting, and it's a really exciting time to be a Mortal Kombat player. A lot of players, they'll just see what other players are doing and pick it up, but I highly encourage you, you know, especially with this game, to just experiment and find stuff. You know, there's so much that we didn't know, particularly with Rain, right, and Smoke, Sub-Zero. Like, we're figuring out these characters, and there's just so much. There's so much. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more content very soon. Peace out, y'all.